we be streaming Warcraft 3 tomorrow? No, next Warcraft 3 stream will be Monday morning. Weekend, I spend extra time with the family. No, I only stream 65 hours a week, sorry. Every single evening and then weekday mornings. We are your family. It's true. I spent a lot of time with y'all too. Tomorrow Saturday, Warcraft is the current morning stream game. He doesn't stream mornings and rest of the weekend. Yes. There are occasions. For example, not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow, there's a possibility I'll stream that day because Guild Wars 2 will have new content. There will be drops active, so good for business for someone in my position. And also, I've got a bunch of legendaries I need to give away, some of you may recall. Need to find a home for them. So I need to find a day to do like an 8-hour stream. With like giveaways every hour or something. Reflective Shrine. That's funny, the floor texture is not loading there. Is this online like D4? I'm actually playing offline right now, sirs. When you make a character, you can make it be an online character or an offline character. And you can make either one. So this game, I understand it's doing better now, but it launched 2 days ago. And when it launched, they had a really rocky launch. They had a lot of server issues. So there was 200,000 people trying to log in at once, and they weren't able to keep up at first. And so I just made an offline character, and I was able to play immediately. Can you choose between the two after creation? No. Each character, every time you make a character, you choose online or offline, and that character is attached to that. The character cannot be changed. Like, you cannot make an offline character become an online character later. But it's per character. Worth the buy, would you say? In my opinion, yes. Like, for me personally, there are three, like, if someone is like, hey, I want to buy an action RPG, what do you recommend? I would say either Path of Exile or Grim Dawn or Last Epoch right now. I loved the D4 franchise. I played every single Diablo game all the way back from D1, but I can't currently recommend any Diablo game over those options at this time. Surgeski, thank you for the Prime sub, by the way. Appreciate that. Welcome. Let me get save for a second. But just to show in like 20 seconds or so, the reason I love this game, you pick a character and you pick a class. I picked Primalist. That class has a skill tree. At level like 20-ish, you pick a subclass. My selection was either Beastmaster or Druid or Shaman. The one that you choose, you can go all the way across on that skill tree. The others, you can still go halfway on them. So if you notice, I've got points in Primalist, points in Beastmaster, and points in Druid. So I've made like a hybrid character. And then, on top of that, the skills on your bar down here, each of them have a talent tree also. So every skill has a bit of customization. Like, these wolves, I can do a build where they have lightning crackling on their fur and anything that hits them takes lightning damage. I could do a build where they have icy fangs and freeze things they bite. I could do a build where they are just physically stronger and they just hit harder and they're faster. You know, you could do a build where they have a howl that debuffs enemies. You know, there's so many flavors of each skill to me, it's really fun. There's a lot of stuff to choose from. I'm currently playing a character that is part Beastmaster, so I've got lots of animal friends, and part Druid, so I can shapeshift. And I'm turning into this plant guy and summoning plants to strangle enemies while my animals kill them, and doing lots of area of effect healing. And I'm having a blast. I've never gotten to play like this in any action RPG I've ever played. I feel like I've combined Plants vs. Zombies with this game, and that's just my specific character. Does Necro have good pet minion path? It does. It does, Oot Maestro. So one of the starting characters is the Acolyte. She has some spooky magic, some like, dark magic, some a few raise undead things. But one of her specializations is necromancy. And necromancy, the Acolyte has summoned skeleton. Remember how it just showed you this tree? Her summoned skeleton tree, you can have, it starts out and it's like when you summon skeletons, half of them are melee and half are archers. On the tree, you can add rogues to the pool that throw poison bottles and like acid flasks, and they teleport around and stab things. You can then remove things from the pool. So like, I don't want archers anymore, so it's all warriors and rogues. Or I don't want warriors or archers, so it's all rogues. Or basically you can choose between rogues, warriors, and archers. Do I want all three of these, or just two of these, or all one type of those? And then you can buff that type. Like, I want half as many warriors, but I want them twice as strong. Yeah, there's options like that on the tree that are really good. There's also a skeletal mage tree, and you can go from like lightning to cold to death knights to fire, whatever flavor you prefer. There's also a bone golem that is an absolute beast. The golem literally will like leap around and crash onto people and stuff like that. It makes the D4 bone golem look so boring by comparison. The golem can turn into a blood golem, fire golem, a twin golem where you get two of them, a iron golem, I think, where it's got like thorns and stuff erupting out of it. There is an abomination that literally takes all your summons and glues them together into Godzilla for a time period, and its strength is based on how many summons you had before you did that. So, there's a lot of other stuff as well. There's exploding zombies, kamikaze ones, there's a lot of other weird ones, but yeah, the necromancy option, it feels like the D2 necro. It's, as someone who enjoyed playing the General from time to time, it was really good. And I'm gonna say it again, like, I have a referral link. I feel kind of scummy for saying it, but also, pays the bills. I have a referral link if you're interested, but I'm happy to answer questions on the game. Honestly, if you're a pet class enjoyer, in my eyes, there's 3 solid options in this game. The guy I'm playing right now, the Beastmaster, has pets. The Necromancy of the Acolyte has pets, and if you start Rogue and then go Falconer subclass, the Falcon is an invulnerable pet. Imagine it's flying above you, but it occasionally dive bombs enemies. So it's like an invulnerable pet, and every second it hits something on the screen. You can control it. Like, oh god, I forgot. I didn't even mention that, guys. You can remote control the pets. Look. If you tap A, they hit the thing closest to your cursor or move to your cursor. You can move them out of fire. You can tell them to hit a high priority target. In the only other ARPG I've played where I could do this was Grim Dawn. The Falconer also has, the Rogue has deploy ballistas. You basically drop a tripod and it has like a crossbow on top and it fires at enemies. The ballistas scale with the same stats the Falconer scales with. So they work really well together. So you can have a Falcon flying overhead and 2 turrets on the ground that are shooting at enemies if you fancy it.
Can I help you?
Well, what are you doing around a place like this? Ideally, trying to walk inside. That's a shame. This is a members only sort of deal, but I might be able to get you a pass for a fee, of course. How much is that gonna cost me? Usually I'm pretty lenient with the fee, however, you look like you could cough up, say, 100,000. We're all about giving back to those in need and all that. I'm heading inside. Feel free to try and stop me. That's a shame. You must not value your life very much. Come on, boys. Let's teach the trespasser a little about sharing. No room. Transfer materials, sort, and pick it up. Falconer straps too, if I recall. Yes. Alright, let's go to town and empty the bags. Archer, thank you for the tier 1 sub, buddy. Appreciate you. Welcome. What is the key to get the map overlay? Tab. This is the tab key. And then this is M.
So curvy.
How's my new favorite bounty hunter doing?
Hey, Cupcake.
Do you have good news?
That I do.
I never doubted you, but I'm impressed nonetheless. Tracking Arjani down and dispatching him as fast as you did. I couldn't have asked for it to have gone any better.
I aim to please.
After you're done with your business in the temple, I sure wouldn't mind having you around once the Scalebane are under new management. Plenty of jobs to do around here, and even more once I'm running the show.
I'll give it some thought. Okay, reason I came here was to visit this guy.
Safe traveler.
Alright, hello? Plus 17% minion damage. Faster revives. That's another thing. If you play to the pet class enjoyer that we were talking to, if you play the primalist and you've got animal friends, if they get killed, they get knocked out. And you have to go stand near them for a few seconds to revive them. So it's like, the primalist cares about his companions. The necromancer is like quantity over quality, you know? Throwing lots of disposable troops at enemies, that idea. Yeah, I think I'll use that. 126% increased minion health, but minus 25% to reduce minion damage. What is my total minion damage right now? It's at 259%. But minion health is 94%. Yeah, I'll take that trade.
Can I help you?
Alright, where's the chest? Was there something else to do here? How do I bring up that stat screen? Haven't figured it out yet. Sure, just a sec. Okay, so you press C for character, and then there's different tabs right here. Yeah, I don't think the game showed me that anywhere. I think I just did that from muscle memory from other games. Most ARPGs I've played, C is a character panel. Oh my god, that was a lot of poison puddles that we were standing in, but I was healing through it with the totems.
I'll tear you apart.
Want to buy skill-specific stats? There is some. Like, for example, if I mouse over Thorn Shield, look, there's a number there, and it's updating based on my current stats. Also, it tells you there what it scales with. So, like, this one says tags, physical, spell buff, area, and attunement. So that means anything with those stats will buff that skill.
Let's straighten him out.
Want to buy PoE level of skill info? As a pet class enjoyer, the PoE level of skill info was... Like, you would mouse over summon zombie, and it would not tell you the damage at all. There was almost none. So honestly, just the fact that there's a freaking number there is better than many of the skills I used in PoE. But there were some skills in PoE, like if you were like a direct damage skill like Fireball, yeah, it would give more information on that. But if you were a summoner, it was very, very vague. Like, you couldn't see the crit chance of your zombies, you couldn't see their resistances, you couldn't see their damage output, nothing. To be fair, this doesn't do that either. Like, I can Each Primalist pet, for example, has a burst type move that it will use sometimes. I can see the stats on that move, but I can't see just the raw stats on the animal companions. So I'm not saying this is better, I'm just saying PoE failed me in that regard. It was a godsend when PoE got around to making it to where when you look at a skill gem, you could see if it worked with the gems that you had equipped. There was a long time I played the game and that didn't exist, and you'd be Googling like, does this work? I think it works. What did I just find?
What brings you here?
Oh my! I could tell by the sparkle in your eye you got something for me. Would you please let me take a look? Be my guest. The fence inspects the relic a while before turning back to you. My client would definitely be interested in this piece. Would you be interested in parting with it for 5,000? I know a low offer when I see it. Let's talk it over. What would you insist a fair price be then? I don't want to go too high. 20,000. All right, I think that price would make us both happy. Here, take your coin. Perhaps drop by and spend some of it on my shop later. Nice.
What brings you here?
Shop.
Farewell.
All right. Reminded Josh Trivaze his gripe with EQ about not telling you things. Oh, yeah, well, EQ was 20 years ago, but yes. Okay. Wait, what? Search the oasis for signs of the merchants. So, I mean, we've already found one. Why does it want me to go back in there? What am I supposed to do?
What brings you here?
What are you offering? Anything, a little of this, a little of that. I'm sure a few things will be of use to you. Perhaps you may come across things that are of use to me. Anything in particular? Nothing specific, but if you come across any relics out in the sandy waste, I'll make it worth your while. And if you're looking to fend off anything out here, I've got what you need.
What brings you here?
Blue items. Okay.
Farewell.
This game reminds me of Chrono Trigger. Never played Chrono Trigger, so I can't make any statements about that. I'm guessing by the chrono part of it that there's time travel involved. I don't know who we're fighting, but she's bouncy. Scalebane Guild Leader. Oh, it's the person that the other dude wanted me to kill. Oh, she just turned into a snake person. Hang on. Okay. Oh, what?
I found another one.
Another what?
A shiny pig.
This thing?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
It's weird because they're both pigs.
What, that thing in Lechonk? Okie dokie.
The other one is just a pig.
Congrats on your pigs. You're welcome. Guild Leader's Hidden Missive. The infiltration continues with great success. The Scalebane are still unaware of the fact that I stole the face of their leader. The only real threat we faced was cast out to the dunes to await questioning. The investigation of the rogue who fled the city remains cold. There are no traces of her beyond the Ulatari cliffs. The chances of her returning are slim, but we'll need to be wary regardless. Are there any updates with the vessel Maiden? Is it true that she is delving into forbidden magics? We may need to hasten the ritual if the goddess allows it. Alright. Looks like the quest out here got checked off. So back to town. So I think the point of those map markers earlier was just like, what you're looking for is in one of these 3 spaces. Look around.
Haha! You're now looking at the new leader of the Scalebane, thanks to your help. And plenty of my own effort, of course.
Don't forget my side of the deal.
I may be a thief, and a rogue, and a backstabber, and wanted in every city you've ever heard of.
I hope you're going to say something reassuring next.
Despite all that, I'm true to my word, especially for a friend. I've already got everything laid out and ready to go.
What's the plan?
I know exactly how to get us both into the temple, since I need to head there for my own business as well. Win-win, right? All we need to do is go on a little jaunt, then steal a giant eagle, and fly to our destination. Should be easy.
Oh, fun.
Right? All right. Well, first off, you're going to stop by the oasis. It's a lovely place this time of year, as long as you don't mind hordes of desert beasts who are looking to rip you apart. Once you're done there, you should reach the crystal mine. Not many people go in there and come out breathing, but I'm sure you'll be fine.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
After that, you'll be awfully close to the Osprix war camp. I'll meet up with you just outside of it.
Why there?
Where else would we be getting a giant eagle?
We'll have to fight the entire camp of Osprix.
That's the plan.
Terrible plan.
Oh, come on. Where's that fighting spirit? It's going to work. And it's not like you've got any other options.
I guess not. I suppose I'll see you there. Alright.
Impossible.
Before we go any further, it will be best to introduce yourself to some of the powers within the city. Taking over the Scalebane is only one step. We'll need allies.
Tell me about him.
First, there's the Merchant Guild. Then there is the Circle of Fortune. Scholars and mages who have the ear of every noble in the city. Being able to grease the wheels of fortune makes you popular. They hardly leave their observatory, but introductions are easy.
Hey,
You'll
Mukluk
find both
bobble,
the
Mukluk
bazaar
bobble,
and
Mukluk
observatory
bobble.
nearby. Keep in mind, picking one ally is the same as shunning another. While you're allied with one, you won't be accepted into the other until you break those ties. Decisions, eh?
April May Dot, thank you for the resub. Welcome back. Mukluk this one thought to be original. That's why the fourth. This is Johnson Vessels the third. It was you back to the lab. But enjoy all the entertainment on the way. Can't get the speakers. Don't touch the speakers. Giveaways every week. Please take a seat. But you'll only need the edge. Okay, so this was a interesting thing they added to the game. There was a lot of talk about how they were going to do loot in this game. And what they ended up doing was making 2 factions, and you join one of them. One of them basically allows you to trade with other people. The other gives you insane magic find. So this is for the player that kind of wants to do things on their own. And this is for the person who wants to just buy the gear they need from other people and sell stuff they don't need. So we are on offline mode, so we are obviously going to pick the magic find thing. So aligning with the Circle of Fortune enhances item drops and allows you to seek prophecies to help find better and more items. Visit the observatory. Oh, there's like a fast travel. Okay.
Hello. What brings you to the observatory? Care to change your fortune with a prophecy from the stars? Don't tell me. I can see it now. Zarek asked you to meet with the Circle of Fortune, didn't he?
He did. How did you know?
I would love to say that it was foretold in the stars. But the truth is that I saw you speaking with him from one of the balconies. My name is Galila, and it's my honor to offer any and all who have an interest in celestial divination to join us. The Circle of Fortune.
What can the Circle of Fortune do?
Very, open-ended question. I will have to restrain myself from telling you about the various fields of research we've pioneered, and keep to the more practical applications. If you assist in our research, your reputation among us will grow. Then we will be able to afford you greater access to our discoveries. With our knowledge of the stars, one might gain prophecies and use their guidance to discover treasure where others would find naught. What do you say? Do you wish to have fate on your side?
Join the circle. Join circle. You won't be able to join the other faction while you're a member of this one.
Yep.
Favor and reputation. While aligned with the Circle of Fortune, you gain favor when slaying enemies or completing quests. Favor can be spent in the observatory to gain rep, which is your experience with a faction. A small amount of rep is also gained when slaying enemies or completing quests. As your rep grows, you gain ranks within the circle, unlocking powerful benefits towards finding more and better items. Alright, item drop chance. Enemies have a 35% chance of dropping twice as many items. Enemies have a 35% chance of dropping twice as much loot. Wow, that's right out the gate. Alright. Visit the observatory to research prophecies. Okay.
Welcome. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
You have any wares? Whoa, it's red. Oh, it's unidentified. I'll sell some stuff I don't need. Alright, what else is in here?
Welcome. You seek to learn of the art of prophecy, I presume?
What can you tell me about prophecies?
Prophecies are the medium through which we are able to observe, record, and even manipulate the delicate medium between the stars and our fates. Go to any of the telescopes within this tower and use them to observe a constellation. Once you have found a star whose light you want to capture, record it as a prophecy. Once you've made your first strides in the art of divination, you may use lenses for more precise telescope control. In time, you will be granted access to a greater variety of them, and may even use multiple at once. Initiates are not allowed this privilege. Our equipment is far too delicate. I may forgive a shattered lens or two, but Galila would be tempted to toss you off the edge of the observatory herself. Speak with Galila if you wish to purchase lenses and other items that may aid you in your research. You are helping the Circle of Fortune a great deal, traveler.
Alright, so click on, let's see, Dias Telescope, Arctis Telescope. What are the other two? Eos Telescope. Mesembria Telescope? Alright, let's click this one. Huh. Kill a rare enemy in the Temporal Sanctum dungeon. Get 11 runes. Don't I have a key for the Temporal Sanctum? Yeah, I do. Oh, wait, I can't even, like, afford these things. How? Your favor 104. Where's one I can afford? Alright, I can't afford anything here. Is there one that's, cheaper? Okay, this one doesn't have a cost. Oh, wait, no, it does. It does. Dang it. How do we... Maybe I have to go, like, do some killing monsters before I can do this? Alright, hold on. You know what? Let me just try clicking one and see what it does. Yeah, I don't think I can. What was the thing about lenses?
Welcome. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
Regional lenses. These cost favor. Alright, so since I don't have enough favor, there's no point in reading that right now. Okay. Alright. So I need to go to the Oasis.